Now on CoastTV News.
Funeral arrangements finalized when Sussex County's fallen hero will be laid to rest.
Offshore wind projects inching closer to reality near the coast here in Delaware.
First spouse Tracy Quillen-Carney wowing children with her new book at the Selbyville Library.
A back-to-school event in Georgetown. How many backpacks one organization says they doled out.
Offshore wind projects are inching closer to reality near the Delaware coast. Good evening. I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with a new development in the world of offshore wind.
International energy company Equinor won a lease for more than 100,000 acres near the Delaware Bay. Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis is live in Lewis. Christina, the lease sold for quite a lot of money.
Yes, Mallory, quite a lot of money, and by that we mean a little more than $75 million. Now, the company says an offshore wind project here off the coast of Delaware could generate enough power to provide electricity for about 1 million homes, and the company obviously celebrating this, saying as we use more electricity across the country, these type of projects are really needed, but still many locals and elected officials are absolutely opposed to offshore wind. While the lease sale doesn't mean wind turbines will spring up right away, it opens the door for Equinor to submit project plans to the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, or BOEM. The development would go here, about 26 nautical miles from the mouth of the Delaware Bay. And the potential for people to see the turbines from our coast is what's driving a lot of opposition.
Well, I personally think it's ugly. Even if it's 10, 20 miles, you're still going to see them. It's going to have a big effect, and it's not efficient.
Others, like James Pierce, are worried it will hurt marine life.
I'm not a scientist, but I'm sure it would.
And then there's the pressing question.
So what happens when they break down?
On the other side, supporters say we need to find ways to harness natural resources.
I think it's pretty cool. It'd be fun, be interesting, create some jobs, create some opportunities. Certainly generate more energy, so we're less dependent upon outside energy.
Meanwhile, Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan recently said he plans to sue BOEM if the agency approves a U.S. wind proposal to install turbines about 10 nautical miles off our coast.
It's a David versus Goliath type of position.
He says the town will stand firm in their opposition to any offshore wind projects that could impact Delmarva.
We're going to follow through with whatever action we believe we need to take.
Equinor expects their Delaware Bay project to generate energy after 2035. Now, another electric company called Virginia Electric and Power Co., they also won a lease yesterday. It cost them about $17.5 million to secure a lease about 35 miles off the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay. I'm Christina DeRobertis, live in Lewis tonight, Coast TV News.
Funeral arrangements for Thomas Berry III. Those are going to be held on Thursday, August 22nd. Tuesday, the firefighter was killed while responding to an accident on Route 9. You can see the video from our Coast Copter of that accident. A car hit a power pole that ultimately snapped, fell, and killed Berry. The young man was a volunteer firefighter for Georgetown Fire Department and Ellendale Fire Department and worked for Sussex County EMS. There will be a scheduled visitation from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. next Thursday with services to follow.
Governor Carney has ordered Delaware flags to be lowered to half-staff at all state facilities until sunset on Thursday, August 22nd, after the service. Thomas Berry lost his life while helping others. I spoke with the Ellendale Fire Company today. They told me Thomas died doing what he loved. Thomas Berry was a fourth-generation firefighter and member of the Ellendale Volunteer Fire Company for 8 years. His fellow firefighters tell me that Thomas rode along with other fire companies too and lended a hand wherever it was needed.
How are you doing? How is the fire company doing?
We're doing okay. We've gotten some grief counseling coming up from some of our younger members. We've got quite a few junior members, and when they joined the company, Thomas always kind of took them under his wing.
I asked Walt in one word to describe Barry, and he said compassionate. There will be a scheduled visitation on August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. next Thursday, with services to follow. And now let's transition to the weather. We're taking a live look outside into Ocean City. Clear skies, a calm day on the bay there. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Mallory. And we're enjoying the sunshine, but now there's a little bit of a caveat we have to keep in mind, because we're watching out for the effects of Ernesto way out there in the Atlantic, affecting us, particularly by Saturday. Got some special research information for you on that. But right now, we're our Bay Health camera in Milford. We're looking for the temperatures to drop to 78 degrees by 8 o'clock under mostly clear skies. Now, because of what's happening out there with Ernesto, we do have rip current statement that's active for us until, let's say, Monday. That's along the entire Sussex County coast. But also we have the small craft advisory, which, watching out for about 25-mile-per-hour winds. That's partially due to what's happening with Ernesto deep out in the Atlantic. And we have that same small craft advisory from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. And that's staying in effect until 8 o'clock Sunday evening. Now, we'll have more on your full forecast. And we'll update you on what's happening with Ernesto. But until then, back to you guys.
Thank you, Paul. We appreciate that. New today, police need your help to learn more about an accident that claimed the life of an Ocean City woman who was riding an e-bike this week. The crash happened around 2 p.m. Monday in the area of St. Louis Street and Coastal Highway, and it involved a truck and the e-bike. Ocean City Police says the traffic safety unit is asking anybody with information to contact their tip line or the police department. There is a specific case number to reference. We have that information on our article on CoastTV.com.
Crowds gathered in Georgetown today for a back-to-school giveaway. It was hosted by the First State Community Action Agency. Students were given backpacks and school supplies. They were also able to have fun in bounce houses and have some water ice and learn some health tips from BB Healthcare. For Georgetown Mayor Bill West, it's the smiling faces that gives him hope for the youth.
It's an honor to see smiling kids, because they're our future. And we need to help them get through the trying times and get through school. So it's an honor and a privilege to be asked to be here.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is your top priority when preparing for the new school year?
Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour on your screen. It looks like setting new routines is still the clear winner at 52% of the vote. A lot of other answers here, and they're all getting about the same, around 8 to 16%.
But managing wellness, that one has creeped up since earlier this evening. You can go vote in this if you haven't yet. Go to CoastTV.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
There's an important voting deadline to mark down on your calendar. Delawareans who want to vote in the primary election need to register to vote with the Delaware Department of Elections by 11:59 p.m. on August 17th. That's Saturday. Delaware's primary election is Tuesday, September 10th.
If you live in or drive through the Angola Road area between Route 24 and Cottage Court, there is some road work that you need to be aware of. DelDOT says the Robinsonville and Angola Road intersection improvement project should be finished by August 26th. That will open up Robinsonville Road, but starting September 3rd, they're going to be closing Angola Road in the area between Route 24 and Cottage Court. That's going to last all the way through the end of the year. There will be detours in place. Also, another heads up, the Route 24 Mulberry Road widening project. It's almost done. They're paving right now overnight. I know that because I ran into that area last night on the way back from the airport. Should be finished by Labor Day.
Another traffic alert in Sussex County is related to the Millsboro Bypass project. DelDOT says Hollyville Road will be closed between Washington Street Extension and South Route 24. The closure starts Monday and continues through the end of November. DelDOT says the existing Hollyville Road will reopen on the current alignment and cross over the new bypass.
From the bypass to the overpass, we move to Milton, where we've got some viewer questions. They're asking if the project has been delayed at all. It has not. At least that's the word from DelDOT. Bridge girders for the new southbound Route 1 bridge were installed in mid-July. The entire project is expected to be finished by the end of 2025.
What can you do with your basement? In Rehoboth Beach, that's an ongoing question, and tomorrow the city is hosting a public hearing that will focus on changes to basement regulations in the coastal community. The Board of Commissioners will look at amendments that would govern habitable and non-habitable space of some of the regulations, including ceiling height, minimums of 7 feet or more for what's considered a habitable space, and for those that are not habitable. They would also have restrictions, and it's important, they would grandfather in the existing homes in certain cases as legal non-conforming. That meeting is at 2 p.m. at City Hall.
A crash in Blades sending 3 people to the hospital. These photos from the Blades Volunteer Fire Company show the accident. You can see that, well, there were 2 SUVs off the road with damage to multiple sides. First responders say one car needed a drop and the other extended the patient's injury and cause of the crash. That has not yet been revealed.
We are just getting started tonight.
Headed to Selbyville this weekend, and we're going to be ready to take a trip into the past.
And we have some sunshine and some sunny aspirations coming up for your weekend forecast. But we also have some high UV index numbers we also got to pass along to you.
First, why first spouse Tracy Quillen Carney took a pit stop at the Selbyville Library. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware.
Carrier, turn to the experts.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or get $4,000 purchase cash on this Sierra. We are professional grade GMC. This is CoastTV News at 6.
The Selbyville Library had a sit and read with first spouse Tracy Quillen Carney about her new children's book.
CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us what message she's trying to send to the kids around Delaware.
Sit down and enjoy story time with Blue.
Books, Blue thinks the choices don't end.
First spouse Tracy Quillen Carney came to the current Selbyville Library to help encourage early education and reading. She brought copies of her new children's book, Books for Blue, something she says is on the top of her list.
We know that if we want to hit that critical 3rd grade reading benchmark, we've got to start working with kids on their brain development and pre-reading skills long before kindergarten. We can't start in kindergarten and get to that 3rd grade benchmark.
To help increase kids to start reading at an early age, the Selbyville Public Library received $7 million by the American Rescue Plan Act to fund the new library. The new library is 9,000 square feet larger than the one they currently use, and will have different sections and rooms for all ages. Anna Caius, who has worked in the library for over 7 years, can't wait for the new building.
And I'm very excited because we have a lot of patrons that come in here and a lot of events, so just having a bigger space is going to allow us to provide even more services for our patrons.
In addition to a new building comes First Lady Tracy Quillen Carney's Books for Blue, which encourages children to step outside their comfort zones and to discover their passions through reading. Books for Blue has English and Spanish text inside to allow people of all backgrounds to enjoy Blue's journey, and to hopefully encourage them to start their own path in the near future.
Kids are inspiring. You know, they are literally embody hope, which I think is a basic need for all of us. So there's nothing better. There's nothing better.
The new Selbyville Library is set to be open and ready for the public this November. I'm Kevin Zappe in Selbyville, CoastTV News.
Here's a look at your golf forecast. Looks like we're going to have a repeat of today for tomorrow. Then we're back to being excellent. We're back to being really sunny and 86 degrees and pleasant. Your full forecast coming right up.
Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther
and so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Trailblazer models. Or get $500 total cash allowance on this Trailblazer. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
Drive into summer with a new Honda. Heading out for a day at the beach or a weekend in the mountains. Make an impression with the unmistakable style of the HR-V or turn heads in the sporty Civic. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
I used to work at a restaurant. I figured out that wasn't for me, so I started doing my research and I found this program.
I can come in after work for the night classes.
Being able to earn while I learn has set myself up for financial freedom.
The adult ed program has helped me be licensed by age of 21 and have a great career ahead of me.
I would recommend this program.
Check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online today.
And see how you can earn while you learn with registered apprenticeship and health profession programs at Sussex Tech Adult Education.
Coastal Bath delivers quality and longevity. Their bathrooms are maintenance free and come with a lifetime warranty. For a limited time, get the tile or marble look with Coastal's free laser etch design upgrade. Plus 18 months interest-free financing. See why Coastal Bath is the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region with countless 5-star reviews.
Then Coastal Bath Company comes along and I am so proud of our shower and I never want to get out.
Don't settle for ordinary. Call Coastal Bath today for a free in-home estimate.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Through August 31st, get $1,500 off, plus free hardware. And no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis.
The restoration and remodeling experts.
So overall, we're going to enjoy a lot of sunshine, although we do have some residual effects of Ernesto way out there in the Atlantic, but still affecting us here. And though Ernesto's not veering towards us, but we're still getting some of the after effects of the storm because it's so big. So our dry tech camera in Ocean City, holding at about 75 degrees, will drop down to 72 by 8 o'clock, mostly clear skies, and we'll stay clear. Now, we do have rip current statement. That means you've got to watch out for rip currents if you're going to be out this weekend specifically, okay? So please keep that in mind. That's going to stay in effect until 12 a.m. Monday. Now, we also have a small craft advisory in effect along the entire Sussex County shore, and then from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague. This is basically highlighting that we're watching out for about 25-mile-per-hour winds. And Ernesto's way back here, but we still have high pressure that's controlling our weather, so we will continue to enjoy the benefits of a good deal of sunshine with relatively low humidities. We're at 88 in Redden right now. We're at 81 in Milton, 84 in Milford, 85 in Georgetown, at 85 right now in Seaford. The winds are out of the southeast, so with the winds out of the south, we're gaining a little more moisture slowly but surely as we progress along the rest of the week, going into the weekend. So you see, Friday morning, we wake up at about 8 o'clock, temperatures in the mid-70s, 74 in Milton and Georgetown and Millsboro, for example. We'll climb to about the mid-80s, winds still out of the south. Then on Saturday, we'll see a few sprinkles in the early morning hours, okay? A sprinkle or two. Windshield might be, the street might be a little bit wet, but that's going to be very brief because we dry out quickly for the rest of the day. with the winds pushing primarily out of the south. Sunday, we still have that flow of air coming out of the south for Sunday morning. A sprinkle or two in Bethany Beach, Long Neck, and Millsboro, but then it's going to go quickly. Let's talk about Ernesto. Right now, just a gigantic storm with 85-mile-per-hour sustained winds, and it's veering away from us and expected to go up to a Category 2 only. But let's break down on how this is going to affect us specifically. Now, so what we're looking here, we're going to, let's say, Friday, Saturday at 6 p.m. You see that yellow indicating we're looking out for tropical storm impact winds likely for us with Rehoboth Beach. That's the model we're following here, and Rehoboth Beach. So we have a secondary model that's following up saying that right here along Rehoboth and Lewis Beach, we're looking for tropical storm wind possible impact, at least moderate impact. Then we'll take a look at the actual winds between 10 to 15 up to 25 miles per hour. Looks like we're going to have the heaviest in Rehoboth Beach, Bethany Beach, and Ocean City is where we're looking for the hardest of the wind, possibly even Lewis right now, because that's where we're seeing the heaviest or the darkest color for this synopsis. And then even our future waves are looking like they're going to go up a little bit higher for us, between 8 to possibly even 10 feet by the time we get into Sunday going into Monday. So with that in mind, enjoy the sunshine. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, the Philadelphia Eagles are looking to stay undefeated in preseason play as they take on the New England Patriots in Foxborough. Tonight is the Eagles' second of 3 preseason matchups and final road game. Philly is coming off a 16-13 victory over Baltimore last week. In the Patriots' first preseason game, they took down the Carolina Panthers 17-3. The wait is almost over for more football. The Eagles and Patriots face off tonight at 7 p.m. from Gillette Stadium. And local baseball fans are loving this week. First, in the Battle of the Beltway, we saw the Orioles and Nats split the 2-game series. Then starting in just a few minutes, an NL East showdown begins. Philadelphia hosting the Nationals in a 4-game set. The Phillies are trying to work their way out of a late summer slump, falling in 4 of their last 5. They're hoping Kyle Schwarber's prowess at the plate continues tonight after his grand slam helped the Phils take a 9-5 victory over the Marlins last night. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. from Citizens Bank Park. And don't miss Game 3 from Purdue Stadium, Delmarva versus Carolina, broadcasted live on our DSN channel at 7 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
When Roe v. Wade fell, we all got mad. Matt Meyer got to work, securing county funds for the First State Abortion Fund, so women can get reproductive care here in Delaware. Matt went to work protecting kids from gun violence too, reducing shootings almost 50%. As Matt's wife, I'm incredibly proud. As an emergency room doctor, I see the difference he's making. Matt will be a great governor because he doesn't just talk, he's walking the walk.
Right now, during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Gateway Subaru, we're offering incredible savings. Save up to $3,000 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. Feel the thrill and save up to $2,400 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 2.9% for 48 months. And stop by to discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
At
At Cabinet Discounters, we truly love what we do. Transforming kitchens, bathrooms, basements, any room. Creating new ways to help you achieve your vision. And all within your budget. Plus, we've got big news. We're excited to announce our new location in Frankfort at the Banks Plaza Shopping Center. Plus, you'll get the same great quality and great price. Get inspired at our new showroom in the Banks Plaza Shopping Center in Frankfort. Learn more at CabinetDiscounters.com.
Cabinet Discounters. Great quality, great price.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
History buffs head to Selbyville this weekend. The Selbyville Museum is open the third Saturday of the month from April 2024 until October 2024. And this Saturday is the third one in August, so it will be open from 10 to 2. The museum says it offers railroad and town artifacts that date back to the earliest town agricultural days to the late 20th century police memorabilia. Admission is free.
So is all this sunshine, courtesy of our Gateway Subaru camera. In Ocean City, 75 degrees, dropping to 70 with mostly clear skies by 10 o'clock. So we have concerns for gusty winds along the coast, but in addition to that, we have the rip current statement that's active over the weekend until Monday. Then we have the small craft advisory that's active along the coast. Keep up with your forecast by calling our telephone line, sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico. And then finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. 89 on Friday, but dipping down to 85 on Saturday. Rain on Sunday and Monday. And then we go into the 70s for next week to low 80s. That's quite a fall-like treat. And we anticipate chances of scattered showers, thunderstorms on Sunday, and then a chance of downpours, particularly for Monday morning. After that, we cool down into that fall-like feel.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more weather, you can go ahead and download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News.